Things are doing okay. Lungs are still kind of fucked from being sick, but in general, not too bad. Allergies are still shit. It's freezing out. My allergies are still terrible. I might end up going to an ENT because my nose just doesn't stop running. If it's when I'm out, when I'm in, doesn't matter. I had a few minutes. I thought I'd say hi while I was driving. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing all right. It's been super busy lately. Luckily, like I've been feeling a little bit better, so I've been able to deal with the holidays better. Went to my girlfriend's work party, had a good time. Had to be real careful about food because it was at a nice restaurant, so I had to request make sure things aren't cooked in alcohol and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. Things that could affect me. But yeah, my allergies is still going. Doesn't matter what I do. They're a little better than they were. I do feel a little better than I have. So hopefully that'll keep up through the rest of December. And then about 3 weeks into January, I'll end up tapering my Remeron again. So we'll see how that goes. It's been a while. I haven't tapered since last February. And that was a good break. So see how this one goes. The lower I get is the bigger the percentage. So it gets a little harder each time. I've been doing a lot of driving, so I get a little dizzy now when I drive. Nothing where I can't drive or anything, just feel like shit. Oh, so how's everybody doing? Keeping your heads above water. I just been working a lot. The fact I'm able to work as much as I do now is awesome. And I like my job, so can't beat that. I keep doing it as long as I can. I like being out. It's not a constant fear. Anxiety's still always a bit high, but it's not like when it's really fucked up. So yeah, it is what it is. But after I do everything this month and at the beginning of next month, I'll have to take a bit of a break because I know my anxiety is going to shoot up because I'll be really overdoing it. Because I want to at least be somewhat calm when I taper, so I can have half a chance, and we'll see. My last cold or flu or whatever I had, I think I had the flu because I had a temperature of 101 for a day or two. Um, my lungs are still recovering from that, which sucks because ever since I've had COVID a bunch of times, my lungs have turned into horse shit. So now it's like I get a cold and my lungs, I just cough I think I was coughing for about 2 months. And I still have it a little bit. My nose is still running. Hey, but all going then. Oh, so tired. Uh, yeah, it is. Hello. How you doing, Cindy? Um, it was a lot of years. Some of you have been around for a long time watching my dumb videos. It's nice not having to like lay on the couch and grasp for life, though. I mean, I still have my days where I like think I'm gonna die and not make it, but those are more far and few between, which is way better. But I tend to overdo it all the time now. Oh, sorry, but I wouldn't have it any other way right now. Resting, I try to do every day. Like when I get home, about 20 minutes, I'll lay on the couch for a little bit, then I'll get back to work. So we'll see. I mean, I got a ways to go, but hey, I'm to a point where I can at least live my life to a point, you know? And that I'm blessed with. I could have never guessed when I was at my worst that I'd ever get to this point. So, and at that point, if I thought to myself I'd still have symptoms this day, I don't know if I would have made it. Knowing that almost a decade later, I still have symptoms of the injury. It's crazy. Ugh. Oh shit, yeah. I can't wait till that day. Yeah, the last day. It's gonna be a while, a couple years, but it will happen. I realistically only have to taper 2 more times, 3 more times maybe, and then jump. But I mean, I only tapered once this last year, so you know, the tapers are just brutal. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna taper this time. If I can deal with it better this time, I might be able to taper the second time in the half the year. But I don't know. I might just do it once a year and then jump, which would take me to about 3 years. And that's ridiculous, I know. But, I have my life set up kind of in a specific way that it's like, I really don't have it in me to like, it's like when I taper the next time, I'll be out for like 4 to 6 months, like where it's going to be really hard. Usually the 4 months is like the hardest. And I don't know if I could just do that back to back anymore. I was happy this year that I didn't have to really worry about tapering, other than since last February. I got a lot of work done. I built my life. I did a lot. I did more this year than I did probably my whole life, to be honest. So I'm pretty proud of that. Driving's getting kind of old. I did a lot of driving this week so far. It's only Tuesday. Yesterday I drove for almost 4 hours throughout the day. Thanks. Appreciate that. I'm rooting for you guys too. If I actually hear something. But you could also, you always let me know how you're doing. I'm just as interested. I try not to watch too many videos and stuff anymore. Once in a while, like, if it's something like where I can learn something, maybe. But I tend to get bogged down with the stuff like that. But now I'm in a place where I could be a little more positive, and I mean, I think I've been yawning since my last 10 videos. So I know I'm probably making everybody else yawn, but it gets tiring. Oh my God, I get so tired. Because I mean, I think I got up this morning at like I don't know, quarter after 6. I leave in the morning by 7:20, 7:30. Go to the post office. Luckily, I have one by me that's open at 7:30. Then I drive out to the city, which is like a 40-minute drive, sometimes an hour. Do work all day, get some lunch, go to the grocery store, do whatever I have to do. Just had an appointment for therapy for my hands. I have physical therapy because my hands are fucked up. So I just got out of that, and now I'm driving home, which is another 20 minutes or some shit. So that's a 48-minute drive from therapy. Then I'm going to go see a movie tonight. So that's where you can be if that's what you want. You have to stay the path in order to get there. Pretty much everybody I've communicated with and learned about, I've never seen somebody not heal. There's been one or two, but usually it's because they're always trying new drugs, like major drugs, smoking a lot of weed, doing this or that. And it kind of hits your nervous system a little too much sometimes. So I think it just takes people longer. But I don't do that shit. Once in a while I do take gabapentin, and that's me, because I don't really, but once in a great while when I cannot handle a lot, it'll calm stuff down for me for a few days, and it's either I'm going to have a setback from it or I won't. So it all depends. But that I do. I don't smoke weed, I don't drink. Stay away from alcohol. That'll keep you sick. But food I've incorporated some shitty foods once in a while now. So I don't recommend that, but I think after almost a decade of this, I just had to eat. But I don't get the food waves like I used to. I still get some depending, like if I eat farm raised fish, I'll get it. Scallops, doesn't matter wild caught or not, I'll get it. I don't know what the deal is. Just things with too much histamine, so who knows? But things are definitely better. I'm just worn out. It wears me out what I do. I'm just happy I can do them. That's why I always say, people who watch these videos, you'll get it. You'll get there too. But I mean, mind you, I'm on like going towards 9 years of this, so I've paid my dues, and I still do. I still cry. I still lay on my couch sometimes and just cry about how miserable it can be sometimes because my brain's it's like never going to be right. But I also deal with visual snow syndrome, which I've had way before this benzo bullshit. And that makes my mental stability really off. Keeps me in a DPDR kind of world. That's just part of it. So I've had problems before all this that, aren't going to go away. But they are a little better since I stopped smoking weed. And I stopped smoking weed the second I got sick. So had to. I couldn't afford it. Some people do really well at smoking weed. More power to them. 2017. Holy shit! I don't know what my year was. I'd have to go back and look, but it's probably pretty similar. 18, 19, 21. Yeah, it's probably pretty much the same. That's wild to think of. And it's crazy. There's still no diagnosis code for this. It's still the same bullshit. I went to see an optoneurologist or whatever for my visual snow syndrome. I've been to doctors many times for it, but there's nothing they can do for it. But just recently, in the last few months, probably 6 months or something, they came out with a diagnosis code for it. That's just as amazing to me as the whole benzo thing, if they came out with a diagnosis code for it. So I went to the optoneurologist and I got a diagnosis for my visual snow, which was amazing. I just wanted it in case there's a cure or some sort of help for it that I can just go in and get it. And it was a real relief. It was such a big deal for me. That helped a lot because neurologically, God, big words. I'm not going to be well ever, to be honest. But I will always do my best to exercise my mind so I can stay out of my head. Because you know how easy it is to stay in your own head. Oh. Anyway, so we've been getting tons of snow. I'm in Wisconsin, and I've been having to. Luckily, again, if I was tapering, I wouldn't be able to do all the work I'm doing. But like, I'm using the snow blower, and we got a big driveway, and the snow blower is heavy. It's self-propelled, but it's so heavy. You gotta like turn it, and it's heavy. It's hard work. It's better than shoveling, that's for sure. But it's a lot of work, and it beats the fuck out of me. But it's not throwing me into like crazy waves, and it would if I was tapering. So that means my nervous system's a little stronger from not tapering. So I'm hoping by the time I actually taper around, I'll be able to deal with it a little better. My job is to, when I taper, not obsess about it. That's the hardest. It's funny, I was using this foot massager the other day. Something you put your feet in, you turn on the button, and it like kneads your feet or whatever. It was great. But the problem was, after I took my feet off, I could feel all the neuropathy in my fucking feet. I'm like, oh my God, it's back. It totally gave me some old school symptoms. Nervous system did not like having massaged feet. That sucks because it definitely helps your feet. So, not using that thing. Not unless I have to, I guess. Anyway, I'll be on here and there. I've got such a busy holiday season coming up. We're doing some traveling to see family later in the month. Traveling down to Illinois to see my dad at one point. Just doing a lot. So I'm wishing you guys a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Hanukkah, and whatever you celebrate. Enjoy it. Try to get some rest. Even when you're sick as fuck, just try to enjoy it the best you can. Whoa, fucking people tailgate me. Um, just enjoy it the best you can. Just make some memories, even though it's going to be so uncomfortable sometimes. Because I still look back and I had some great memories, but I don't remember so much of the feeling horrible, but I do remember the good times, you know? Yeah, very true. Hey, thank you. I'm proud of you too. It's come a long way, and it's nice to see you pop on. It's nice to see familiar names and stuff. But take care and have good holidays. I'm sure I'll be on before this for the Christmas and stuff. But I figured I had a little ways to go driving. Sometimes it helps me to talk. Sometimes it helps me to get out of my head driving too. So might be on a little more. But it's freezing here. So done with it. And it just started. Well, I guess we had the coldest coldest start of winter since 2020 2006. I mean, so that sucks. Anyway, take care. We'll talk to you later.